Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It is Puckett and JGod back with the New York Subliners $100,000 Warzone Mania, baby. That's right, JGod. We're going round 2 of
Warzone Mania.
It happened. You fired up, bro? We got another draft tonight.
Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see who picks who and how that goes with this little change that we've made from trios to quads this time around.
That's right. Last time around, we got to give a shout out. TP Doug Noobs, your champions, right? They walked away with the big chunk of the money. But this time, we're going into squads. $100,000, $50,000 to first place. That's a huge first place prize. But let's talk about the format of this event, because there's not many drafts in Warzone right now, at least not a lot that are being done live. Tonight, we moved it down from 16 captains to 12, but it's still the same order. For anyone who's never done fantasy football, explain how the snake draft is going to work, JGod.
Pretty much we already chose the draft order a couple days ago, and kind of how it's going to go is Iceman Isaac has that first pick. It's going to go all the way through the 12 captains, and then that 12th captain is going to go ahead and get a double pick because they'll also get the 13th pick. It'll cycle all the way back up to Iceman Isaac. He's going to get the 24th and 25th pick, and then it'll cycle all the way back to Smixy at the 36th pick. So it'll just continue to go back and forth.
There's been a ton of co-ed tournaments recently, and tonight we've got a little co-ed factor in our event. Here's a look at our 12 captains. Now, in their first round pick, you have to choose a co-ed pick here. So Iceman Isaac with the number 1, he's got a number of ladies to choose from. MZ at the number 3 pick, tons of fellas to choose from here, but ultimately you're picking 3 teammates tonight. And if you look at just the captains alone, is there a top player on this list? Aiden's the top money earner. Huskers is number 2, but are they number 1 and 2 on your power rankings coming in, JGod?
I think it's going to be pretty solid. I think, yeah, definitely I'd put them up there. I think Z-Laner slips in there as well, just for the consistency in all the tournaments they've done, regardless if it's the 2v2 style. This being a kill race, which is kind of hasn't been as common recently. It'll be interesting to see how these things play out, especially with the specialist bonus, the 100K downtown. It changes things quite up a bit.
So as you can see, Iceman's going to have pick number 1. He also has 24 and 25 a little bit later. He gets to go back to back. As you take a look, though, at all the players he could choose from in his first round, who do you think is going to be one of the strongest female competitors that he will be putting on his lineup? This is a huge list of awesome stars.
Yeah, I think based off the stats, I would probably go with Queen Shadows. I think she has the highest KD, most kills, highest kill average, most wins, or second most wins or something like that. But I think chemistry plays into a little bit, and I know that he's played with 5x5 in the past before, so that might just be a good, just for familiarity's sake, that works out, and she's a beast at the game as well.
And then for the ladies, we got MZ coming in at the 3 pick. She will have the first choice for all of the ladies. Out of the fellas, who do you think is the best free agent on this list? My eyes instantly went to people like Tommy, Super Evan. Who are you looking at?
I'm along the same lines. I think Tommy, huge in-game leader when he's not slaying out. If you're looking just for an absolute slayer, there's plenty on that list. Booyah, Super Evan, Mutex, it goes on. Everyone can slay out in this game.
The list goes on and on. There are so many talented players in this competition, and $100,000 up for grabs. Now, before this whole broadcast kicked off, we got a chance to hang out with all the captains behind the scenes, JGod, and everyone was talking about how the current meta in Warzone is pretty simple. All you got to do is go collect $100,000. For anyone who's been out of the Warzone game, give us the update. How is it being played right now in the squad scene?
So pretty much everyone goes to downtown, you get the contract, you go up, open the bank vault. Inside, you're going to get 100,000 cash, and on top of that, you're going to get specialists, which gets you all the regular in-game Modern Warfare perks, perk 1, perk 2, perk 3. So you're walking out with like 20 different perks. Plus, you get all the weapon perks on your Modern Warfare weapons. Sleight of hand, FMJ are the main 2 biggies. That just, you feel like a super soldier. Plus, a little secret one that a lot of people don't talk about as much is you get lightweight built in, which isn't even really in the game. So you get that dead silence movement, 10% faster with, it's just broken.
It feels like that is the move right now. Everyone is going for those specialist perks. You become a super soldier and you can set some personal records. We're looking at Iceman Isaac, though, for our first pick of the draft. It's time to get it started right now. Iceman, go ahead and unmute. Tell us, who are you taking with the #1 draft pick of Warzone Mania?
Dude, JGod just made it a lot tougher than it needed to be. I thought I had it locked in and figured out, but I just did a last-minute dig through the recommended Queen Shadows stats, and she's got more wins than me. She's got a higher KD than me. It's a little embarrassing. The captain here is picking up the carry already. I do want to give a shout-out to 5x5. She is absolutely cracked. Many of you haven't heard of her. I'm playing with a tournament with her tomorrow. She's insane. You're lucky if you pick her up. But I am going to go off of the stats and the vouch by JGod and pick up Queen Shadows for round 1.
Queen Shadows. We got our own personal Mel Kiper here setting up Iceman Isaac in the first round. JGod, a little influence here, but you called it. She was the hottest free agent when you look at the numbers. Any surprise here to see Queen Shadows going with the #1 pick?
No, I'm not surprised based off what we talked about. I think that's just a solid pick. There's a lot of great solid picks. I kind of think I know where the next pick's going, but we'll kind of see what Destroy ends up going with.
Okay, so that was Queen Shadows. Now, Destroy, we normally see him playing with Z-Laner. He's going co-ed here. So out of the ladies, where do you think he might go? Is 5x5 the clear pick in your eyes? Are you expecting a Smixy here? Sorry, she's a captain.
She's a captain.
So on this list, where do you go if you're Destroy?
I think you got to go 5x5. Sensei. I mean, they're all pretty good. I would say Angel, what is it? Angela T? I'm not sure how to say it right, but Angela T, that's the other one that I think is a top Slayer as well. I think they're all, I mean, everyone's good. It's just a matter of figuring out who's going to mesh well. I don't know who he's played with.
There we go. All right, well, we have Destroy with us tonight. We're going to be bringing him on. His second draft pick is coming up in just a moment. Let us know in chat, who do you expect to get picked as we bring Destroy live? Destroy, unmute your mic and tell us where we going with the second pick of Warzone Mania, baby.
How's it going, guys? Second pick for me is going to be, I'm going to go with Angel as my second pick for sure.
Going Angel. Okay,
yeah,
Angel AT is joining up with Destroy. Why do you like Angel, Destroy, real quick?
I actually haven't watched her too much, but I've seen a lot about her on Twitter and stuff, and yeah, let's try to get a banger going, you know what I mean?
There we go. All right, you have your second pick coming up a little bit later, but Destroy with the #2 pick is going Angel here. So JGod, 2 for 2 here, maybe influencing our picks a little bit, but I like the style. Coming up next, though, we have MZ. She is making the first male pick of the draft, and she has her choice of a number of juggernauts. We've got people like TP Doug, noobs in the competition. Who are you looking at here if you're M's?
It might be going for EU connection, I believe. So maybe like Vikkstar would be a solid pick, or FIFA Kill. I mean, FIFA Kills.
Kill.
Yeah. Those are probably the two I would go with. Well, Juki's the captain.
Past week, yeah. I think FIFA Kill is an excellent choice here, especially if you're looking for a vocal leader on the team, someone who is going to command the troops and tell you where to go, what vehicles to take, or where to be on the map at any time. We'll see, though. Where is she going? We have M joining the show live here in just a moment. JGod, this is just round 1. I'm getting excited. We're filling out full squads tonight. We got M live. Let's go to her. MZ, you got the #3 pick. Where are we going?
I'm definitely going with FIFA Kill. Absolute legend. So definitely gonna go with him.
Tell me a little bit about this man. What do you like about FIFA?
We've done some co-eds together and we just worked really well, like we're always trying. So I just think he's a really good pick. So definitely got to go with him.
You've got 2 more picks coming up. So MZ, who are we looking at? What do you need to add to this roster? You got a shot caller. We've got our sniper clearly. What else do we need to add?
I feel like I want to try and like maybe get Wars because they work well together, FIFA and Wars. So just have to wait and see what happens.
All EU. I see what's happening over there. Congratulations on the 3rd pick. It is officially in. We got FIFA Kill locked in there to team #3. And coming up next, we got Kaylee Renee on the die here, JGod. First, though, any thoughts on the FIFA pick there at #3?
I think it's a solid pick. Like we kind of thought it would go that way. At least that was a close guess. So I think that kind of went as close as we thought it would go.
Okay. 4th pick is loading up right now. Kaylee has her choice, and I think I know where she's going on this one, but it'll be interesting to see who she picks from the remaining players. There's a lot of names in here, and I want to know, is Rallied going to go in our top 10? Because this guy is coming off the top fragging performance over there in the Rocker Rumble. So Rallied, I see a lot of people are chatting about him. We see Pie Man is being discussed. We got Breadman in the building tonight here. Yep. Jay got some new faces, and we got our new pick coming in. I'm told by the producer it is live right now. It's go to her as we get Kaylee on the number 4 spot. Small Phil, actually, Jay, we're not ready yet. So let's talk. You're on this list right now. If you're Kaylee, what do you need? Do you need a shot caller? Do you need a fragger? What are you looking to add to this line?
I think if I'm going to just go for probably the in-game leader, probably going to help out the most fit any team, probably I would go with Tommy. I think comfortability, she's played with Pie Man a lot and does play with a lot, so that plays into a little bit as well. In communication, you kind of know how to vibe with each other. So I think that she might go with Pie Man as he's available.
Kaylee coming in at the number 4 spot. We still have Swag coming up at 6. Huskers and Aiden with back-to-back picks, as well as Jukies, TPZ Laner, and Smixy rounding out number 12. But number 4 is live right now. We got Kaylee on the phone. Kaylee, where are we going with the number 4 draft pick here in Warzone Mania?
I'm going with Pie Man.
Pie Man. Okay,
Man.
So
Yep.
Jay God saw this coming. Why do you love teaming with Pie Man? You told us in your little forum before the show that this was the guy you were looking at teaming with.
We play every day. I know him. He knows me. We know we vibe together. We know what to do. Essentially, it's just the comfortability. Yeah.
You got the vibes. And how would you describe yourself as a duo? We got 30 seconds.
Oh. He rages, I rage. That's basically all it is. We feed off each other.
I'm loving it.
That's
I'm
all.
loving it.
That's all.
Kaylee's got her guy. That is Pie Man at number 4. Huskers is coming up. We got Angelica as well as Swag in front of them. Keep the draft picks coming in the chat. Give your players your suggestions. I like this pick for Pie, though. They're going with the comfort pick here for Kaylee. Go with someone you play day in, day out. This is going to give them a great base to build off of, Jay God.
Yes. Yeah, I think they're off to a great start. Obviously, the comfortability, especially you can be playing for 4 hours. Some tensions can get up a little bit when you're trying to get these high kill games. And if you're not comfortable, sometimes people just aren't as comfortable saying, hey, you know what, you need to do this, and vocalize that if they don't have that, you know, time played together. So I think that works out perfectly for them.
The ladies are back on the clock next. We got Angelica live. I'm told she is ready. Let's bring her onto the show. This is pick number 5. Where are we going?
I'm gonna go with Tommy.
Tommy! All right. So
yes.
Tell us why the Tommy pick. Is it because he's the most handsome man from the UK ever?
I think it's just because he's been so like consistent in tournaments, and he's a very good team leader. So I need someone on my team who just is gonna tell me like what to do and stuff.
That's an excellent pick. Congratulations. She's gonna scoop Tommy there at number 5. Tommy's fun fact: I'm chubby, he writes. How about the fact that you used to be one of the original pro Call of Duty players and you're still getting it done late in your 20s? Tommy, I feel like he's the ageless wonder. He's just going to keep playing until he dies, Jay God.
Probably. He's a monster. I can't see him depreciating that much.
Depreciation. We'll keep our eyes on Tommy throughout his career. Right now, his stock is at an all-time high. He is coming in at the number 5 pick. For anyone who doesn't know this guy, Tommy, of course, longtime pro player. Now he has become a full-time Warzone content creator at 100 Thieves, and he's been killing it for the last 2 years. One of the biggest names in the game, and always a threat to go deep in the event. We've got our 6th pick coming up. This is Swag, and normally you'd see him instantly scoop up a booyah if he could. This time, though, he's gonna go with one of our ladies. Let's see which one he is picking. Swag, where are we going at the number 6 pick?
For the 6th pick, I'm gonna go with Swish.
Going Swish. Okay, why are we going with Swish'em?
We played before, and I did a YouTube video with her, and she's just a beast. So there's vibes.
Sensei Swish'em getting 2nd place in one of our recent co-ed events. Now joining Team Swag. They're at the number 6 pick. Best of luck, Swag. He's got picks number 19 and 30 still to come. What do you think of the lineup so far for Team Swag, Jay God?
pretty solid. Obviously, they had the chemistry before. They've done well enough where they felt like they should party up again. So that works perfectly in their favor if he feels comfortable with that pick.
We got Sensei in the chat. Let's go. All right, Sensei is joining up with Team Swag, and you saw Huskers and Aiden are on the clock next. We got Jukies coming up representing the UK as well, and already our player list starting to get whittled down. Huskers coming up next. There's no P90 Princess on this list. Actually, no, she's still there. Huskers, where are we going with this pick? I think I know.
Yeah, definitely, it's a no-brainer. I'm definitely picking up P90 Princess for the birth of plays and the regains. And we've actually already played a couple tournaments together, so we definitely already have that chemistry.
I like it, and we've seen some success from you guys, but now we have $50,000 on the line for first place. What do you need to add to this squad now to lock up that #1 spot? I saw you were upset. You haven't been getting the dubs recently, Huskers. This could be the one.
Yeah, definitely just need 2 Slayers for the 2 remaining spots. So I'll be looking for the top Slayers that are remaining.
All right, Huskers, congratulations on the pick. He's got it locked in. P90 Princess and Husker is a duo we have seen in multiple tournaments. I saw a little preview where she was already crossed out. She was still eligible, and now she's gone. Aiden is on the clock, though. Next, J God at the #8 pick. Where do you see Aiden going?
Well, based off the draft preview, I think he's going to go with Danny. And I don't think that's a surprise to most people. So I'm pretty sure that's where he's going to end up going.
Aiden, I bet you won't pick your girlfriend. Let's see where he decides to go here. Where are we going with the #1 or first round pick here for Aiden at #8?
Man, honestly, it's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Danny. I mean, she made me a fire turkey wrap this morning, and I'm definitely gonna get her a bag. So, yeah, I'm picking Danny.
Fire turkey wrap. Aiden, you are currently #1 on the money list for Warzone. What do you think of your chances for winning 50K, locking up that first place prize?
I think it comes down to the Bucktooth Timmy lobbies. You know, we just got to get in those, you know, cross our fingers, and, you know, may the most bronze lobbies win.
Take on the Chiclet Tooth, man. Best of luck. That is Aiden with his first round pick. So we've got our first 8 locked in. We've got 4 more picks still to go here in round #1. And coming up next, we've got another face from the UK coming off a $15,000 tournament win this week. Jukies is definitely one of the star slayers in this tournament. But what does he need to pair himself up with here, J-God?
I think he's probably going to go with Delio or Vicstar. I think those are 2 of the probably top picks that I see him going with. Even though he probably fit well with so many players, I think those are probably the 2 top picks. I think it would fit with him.
We've got Jukies live right now. Jukies, your first round pick. Where are we going?
I'll have to take 5x5, please.
Oh, I forgot he had to pick a yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I was about to say that then. I was about to say, yeah.
I already thought we were coming back around. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. 5x5. You're right.
5x5.
We're still here in the opening round, 5v5. How do you feel about the game right now, Jukies? I saw you were showing some love to Almond, saying he was arguably the #1 player in the game. If Almond's #1, where is Jukies at on the list?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put myself on the list, but yeah, I definitely think Almond or Biffle, and obviously the boy Aiden, they're the boys on the game, but I don't know. They're my favorite, like. That's why I like watching.
They're very good right now.
That's why I like watching.
It's always fun to watch you, man. Congratulations on the first round pick. 5x5 is going to be joining up on Team Jukies, one of the legends from the UK. Coming up at #9, though, it is going to, sorry, #10 is going to be TP here. And this is a guy who runs his own tournaments. He competes in every tournament possible. He's playing day in, day out. TP, he's pretty familiar with a lot of the competition. Where do you see him going in this opening round, J-God?
I think he might go with Holly. I'm looking at who's left from the captains that have to choose and stuff like that. I think he's probably going to go with Holly. Played before, I'm pretty sure. So there's already that. And then from who's left, I think that's probably going to be his go-to pick.
Okay. We've got TP coming up. He is live right now. Tyler with the #10 pick. Where are you going?
First off, Christopher, I miss you, man. You're handsome. You're great. J-God, keep up the great work, man. Your videos are awesome. You're right, man. I'm going with Holly. You know, I know Holly. I obviously teamed with Karma for a long time. You know, I think the chemistry might come into play there. Safe pick for me. Let's go with it.
Go with Holly. I like this. Maybe he can scoop up a karma on the way back. We'll see what kind of roster TP is forming here.
There we go.
Grand up for grabs, $100,000 total. Huge money, and I like the start here to Team Teep. You saw Smixy there at the top of the screen. No, that was not an error. She is going to get back-to-back picks after Z-Laner because she is at the end of our snake draft. We're going backwards for round number 2, but Z-Laner is coming up before her, and he's got the final lady to choose from here in the opening round. We're going to be bringing the man on live, and J-God, he treated us to a pre-session show, playing the guitar for everyone on Discord. It's fantastic.
He definitely did.
One of the top singers in the competition, Z-Laner, one of the best gamers on Facebook as well. He's live right now here on Twitch. What's up, Z-Laner? Where are we going?
Yo. Thank you so much for having me, first and foremost. I guess I have no. I guess, you know, I had a few of my picks already taken, like my number 1 pick too, and like it just, they're all gone. But that's completely fine because we've got a phenomenal lineup of players to choose from. So I'm gonna go with Brittany here on my pick, and yeah.
Locking in Britt. All right, there we go. Z-Laner at number 11 is going to get Britt in the opening round. We got Z-Laner coming back at number 14. You feeling good about it, Z?
Oh, I'm feeling really nice about this. I didn't even know it worked this way. I thought I was literally going to pick last twice, and I was like, oh, okay, great. I see how it is. But this is really, really cool. So,
yeah, you get
I'm
another
excited.
pick pretty quickly.
Awesome.
They got you sorted out. That was Z-Laner. He's going with Brittany Reigns here with the opening pick for him. Up next, we got Smixy, and she's got back-to-back decisions to make here. You got a chance to really build the core of your lineup here at the 12 and 13 pick, J-God. This is a critical moment in the draft.
Yeah, I think from her list, it looks like she'd probably go with Noobs. I think Booyah would be a great, they're walking like 30 or 40 bombs. Super Evan, Mutex. I mean, there's so many good people at this spot. I don't know exactly where she'll go.
We have Smixy live right now. Smixy, you get 2. Where are you going with your first one?
I'm going to pick Almond.
Almond. Okay, so tell us a little bit about Almond. Why is he your first pick in the draft?
He's just really consistent. I've seen him perform like repeatedly in these types of tournaments. So, yeah.
And you have a second pick coming up. I think we're just going to go to that now if you're cool with it, Smixy. I want to know, who do you want to add to the lineup? You got Smixy, you got Almond. Who is player 3?
This is my comfort pick, Noobs.
Go with Noobs. Almond, Noobs, and Smixy. This looks like a powerhouse lineup to me, J-God. I got to get your thoughts here. She just picked 2 huge names from our players list, and already this is the team to beat. Clearly,
yeah, it's solid.
Team with 3 players on it.
Solid. A lot of these teams are going to be stacked pretty quickly.
It's looking good. Are you excited about the Almond Noobs combination? Do you think
Yeah, I think they've always performed well. Obviously, Noobs, they won the last one, so maybe he's going to make a run at back-to-back, which would be kind of interesting because he'd be the only, guy to do that type of thing. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. He obviously has the experience with the format. His kill racing stuff, those guys do very well in pretty much every tournament they do. So it's going to be interesting.
You got some S-tier players on that lineup. That is going to be team number 12. We're going back to Z-Laner, though, and everyone is now eligible for Z-Laner. Taking a look at this list, where do you see the man going? He's already added Brittany Reigns to the list.
Like I said, recently, obviously, with everyone putting up high kill games, I think Super Evan, Mutex, well, obviously with the 61 bomb yesterday, and there's a lot of others. Mutex is in there. I mean, Metaphor as well. I mean, there's a lot. Pretty much everyone on this list can put up high kill games.
Ton to choose from. He's only got a minute to make the decision. Let's go to Z-Laner live and see where he is picking up in round 2.
So I was gonna go with Almond. I played with Almond before. We vibe really, really well together. Was gonna go with him. Obviously, he's been taken away, but that's completely fine because my second pick was going to be the GOAT, Super Evan. I'm going to go with Super Evan.
Super Evan. Z-Laner, Brittany Reigns, and now Super Evan. Evan, no surprise to see him off the board for me. What does the man bring to the team, J-God? Let's talk about Team 11 here.
Well, Super Evan, he's performed very well in pretty much everything he's done, and somehow still slips under the radar sometimes. It's kind of one of those things that he's definitely a monster. And hopefully he'll get a chance to shine in this thing.
I think he will. I'm looking forward to Super Evan dropping some bombs. He's good for 20 almost every single game. The guy you could go send to take on full squads 1v4. Keep your eyes on Team Z-Laner as they now have 3 on the roster. Team TP is coming up next, though. He already made his first round pick, and now we will be adding one more. Teep, where are we going? Are you bringing the duo together? Is it Karma and Holly? You already got Holly on the list.
This is a tough one, man. I'm not used to having like an earlier pick. This is a weird sort of lineup. I'm going to switch it up, though. This might be unexpected for some people. This is someone that I've like kind of wanted to run a tournament with before. I'm going with Blast. Okay. I think he's going to be a good fit playstyle-wise for me. I think he's someone that has potential of putting up consistent 40 bombs. So I think Blast is going to be a good go-to here to up our scores.
Blast did not see this pick coming. TP's now got Holly. He's got Blast. He will have his 4th pick at number 34, quite a few away. So, J-God, let's talk about the trio he's built right now. What do you think of the addition of the former CDL pro turned Warzone Nightmare?
I think this is perfect. I think a lot of times there's these combinations that you'd love to see these certain players play together. You just don't see it happen as often as you would like. And this is the perfect time to see how that chemistry works out for people that have been wanting to play together, but maybe they already got their go-to crew. So I think it's going to be interesting. He's been dropping bombs with everyone he's been playing with in these wagers. So a little bit different dynamic when you're playing with everyone with this common goal.
He especially works well with Mutex. Would be amazed to see Mutex still available at number 34, but maybe that duo will come back together later in the event. Jukis is coming up at team number 9. He's got 5x5 already on the roster. Now at number 16. Jukis, where are we going with our round 2 pick?
This one for me is pretty simple. It's going to have to be the boy Mutex. Like, he's just out here breaking records and stuff, so it'd be wrong not to pick him. And he's East as well, which is good for me.
Going with Mutex. FIFA kills off the board already. Mutex is picked up. Jay, got any surprises here for you?
No, I've seen them play together, and I've seen them slay out when they have played together. The chemistry seems there from both of the players. They work well together from what I've watched. So I think it's going to be a good fit there.
Fun fact from Mutex, he can play on any sensitivity above 4 and still drop those huge numbers. He can perform at the high level. That is going to be Jukis with 5x5 and Mutex now added to the list. We go to Aiden and Danny next. The duo together, they've got the 17th pick. And I think I know Aiden's got his guy. Aiden, where are we going?
I have to give a little fist bump to my boy Scummy Wummy and pick him up.
Scummin, I honestly did not see you go in this direction. So talk to me about your teammate. Why are we going with Scum?
I had some picks lined up. I was going to go with either Blast or Mutex because I played with them pretty good amount. But based off the list, I think most of the people now are pretty, like, I think they're all the same skill level in a sense. There's a lot of people that are the same skill level. And I'm kind of just going with Scummin because I wouldn't say like too much chemistry with him, but I played a lot of wagers with and against him. So that's just the most comfortable pick for me.
All right, thoughts on the pick, Jay God? How do you grade it?
I think it's pretty good. Obviously, Scummin's been doing really well. A lot of these guys, they're playing together all the time in wagers, so they get to go head-to-head and see how people handle themselves in these 2v4 situations that they often have to put themselves in. And it seems like that's a great choice for what's left on the board.
Scummy Wummy scooped up and the chat is loving it. We're going to get a chance to see Aiden and Scummin joining up with Danny there as the trio will be adding in one more player at pick number 32. It's time now, though, to look at Huskers. And Huskers, he's already got P90 Princess on the squad, now getting his 3rd teammate. Huskers, where are we going?
Okay, this is a really tough pick because there's a lot of really good players left over. And I'm actually going to call with Gary right now on Discord, and I feel really bad because Gary was definitely going to be my pick, but I have to go with my Ultra Comfort pick and go with my energy teammate Jovo. He is a solo quads legend. He has some of the best vibes in the entire game, and I think he's really going to be an essential piece on my team.
You said you got Gary on the Discord and you just left him on the bench. How's Gary feeling?
Gary.
Unrational, we love you. Excellent. That was Huskers. We'll let the roast continue privately in the Discord. J-God, though, it's really cool to see Huskers having fun with his friends.
100%.
But also making some business decisions here.
Well, yeah, I think they had a good run in that big. I think it was a big start. I don't remember the exact one, but they had a good run with their tournament together. So obviously the chemistry's there. They've won things together already. So I think they're going to do well together.
Going with Joe, Average Joe, dropping some numbers recently. His YouTube is blowing up. He's putting out some incredible content. You want to learn about the movement? Joe's got your videos, according to my guy, J-God. Let's go into our next pick, though. Here at number 19, we got Swag. His camera doesn't work, but his picks have been solid already. Sensei Swish'em on the lineup. Let's find out who is teammate number 3. Swag, you live. Where are we going?
Yeah. Just booyah for sure. What are we doing?
We're going booyah. I thought it would take less than 5 seconds, but I like it. For anyone who doesn't know, why does the Swag booyah combo have to be there day in and day out? Swag, if you're still with us, feel free to answer.
Yeah, I mean, we play 24/7. You know what I mean? So, booyah.
Excellent breakdown from Swag. Swag, we will get you back here at number 31 a little bit later. Number 30, I should say. For now, Booyah is added to this lineup. Is this now the team to beat? How is it shaping up here on J-God's power rankings?
Well, I think it's definitely in the top there. Obviously, they play very often, like he said, 24/7. So obviously, based off of that alone, they're gonna do well because of the chemistry factor.
We've got the Brits coming up next. It's Angelica and Tommy already on the roster now with pick number 3. I think we are ready to go to it live. Angelica, where are we going here for your third pick?
I'm going to pick Stu Kawaki.
Excellent pick up there. Have you played with Stu before?
I haven't, but I played against him in a tournament and he dropped a 30 bomb on me. So he's correct.
That's an excellent way to scout out.
There it goes.
How you feeling about the lineup so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm excited.
The team is looking good. There we have our pick at number 20. Stu is no longer on the list. Booyah, no longer on the list. Let's take a look at this player list and see who's left, because we've got, what, just four more picks to go here in the second round. Seeds are starting to shake up here in my eyes, J-God. I'm starting to get a feel for how this tournament could play out.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. There's a lot of already good combos that you wouldn't normally see and some that you are used to. So it'll be interesting how it actually works out on tournament day.
Coming up next, it is Kaylee Renee. She's got Pieman on the roster. She had the number 4 pick. Here she is at number 21, adding the third teammate to the lineup. Where are we going, Kaylee?
I'm going Gary.
Unrational. Huskers leaves him on the bench and you scoop him up instantly. What do you like about this man?
It's another, I play with him all the time. I think we have good chemistry, and we haven't ran up a tournament in a really long time, so I'd like to catch up with him.
That's going to be fun to watch. Congratulations on the pick. Unrational, no longer available. He is officially on team number 4, playing alongside Kaylee Renee and Pieman. We have 3 more picks to go here in round number 2. Excuse me, I'm just taking all my notes here, J-God. But the teams are shaping up pretty cleanly. MZ picked up FIFA Kill. We've got a few UK players left in the list, and I think I could see a Wars added to this team 3. What are you thinking?
Yeah, she kind of highlighted that earlier on, trying to get Wars. He's still here. Seems like that's going to be the best fit.
We've got MZ live right now. MZ, is Wars your man at number 3?
I actually want to go with someone different, and I want to go with Smitty.
Smitty, okay, so tell us about this decision, because you had your pick of the litter there. The player you mentioned in the first round was still up, but what do you see in Smitty that you like and want to add him to your lineup?
I've just heard that he's really good, and I feel like he can thrive with me in FIFA. And like I've always seen his clips on Twitter and stuff, and I just think he'll be a good fit. So
I'm loving it. All right, congrats on the pick. We've got Destroy coming up next, and if you saw him in the top left, the boy is dancing. He's feeling good about who is left on this list. He's got Iceman going back to back, and then it's Destroy with his third and final pick of the draft coming up. But he's got a third teammate loading up right now. Taking a look at this list, who do you see playing alongside Destroy?
I don't know. He might go Exact, Clutch Belk, Doug is Raw. I mean, there's so many players on here that I think I've seen him play with. So it's a matter of what he's most comfortable with. He's going to have another pick pretty soon, too.
Destroy, I saw you all smiles, bud. Where are the vibes taking you next?
Here they are. The vibes are taking me somewhere really, really nice. Right over to Clutch Belk, the underrated beast, man. He's coming over here with the big boy, baby. I'm going to take Belk.
You're taking the wide receiver with the great hands. What do you love about the Belk, man? Because he's not on everyone's radar, but you are clearly well aware.
Bring him over here. Yeah, me and Belk have a lot of chemistry. We've been playing for quite some time, and I actually won my first Warzone tournament with Belk, an MFAM tournament. So I'm looking to bring home another one with my boy Belk for sure.
All right, going for another title with Clutch Belk. Destroy gets his pick in. He'll be back at the 26 pick, but we got 24 and 25 coming from the same guy. Iceman Isaac is about to fill out his team. Let's take a look at this player list, and I want to get J God's thoughts here because J God, you kind of handed him Queen in the opening round. Do you have any advice for Iceman Isaac here? He's got back-to-back.
I don't know. He's got a lot of good options here. I think Doug is playing on another level recently. We got Rally, who he's comfortable with and played with before in some of these private match tourneys. I know he's played with Shaded Step before. Frozo's another monster on the list that I think he's played with as well. So I don't know if he's going to go for just best stats or somebody he's has that comfort level with. But he does have 2 picks.
Time to answer the question, what direction are we going? Let's go with your 24th pick first.
All right. 24th pick was easy for me. This one's easy. I've been competing with him a lot. We've made day 2 in multiple tournaments. My boy Breadman is playing out of his mind. One of the most slept on players in the entire Warzone scene. He's also 100%. A fellow keyboard and mouser, and there's not many of them out there. So Breadman for sure was an easy pickup.
Excellent. So I have never commentated Breadman, and I've commentated countless Warzone events. For anyone else who has never watched this man play live, where is he most dangerous? Why is he an asset to this lineup?
So Bread first kind of had his come up playing with Iron. He's a very analytical player. The guy used to be a win racer, but he's incredibly mechanically talented. So he can solo quad with the best of them, insane tracking, great comms, like in a very, in terms of game sense, he knows the rotations, and he's learning the 2v2 scene quick. But this is the pub stomp and he can fry, so that's easy for him.
Pub stomp and fragger. All right, so that's Breadman at your 24th pick. Let's go ahead and load you up here at 25. Let's close out Team Iceman Isaac.
This one was tough because there's a lot of homies on the list, guys I've competed with in the past, guys that I love to run pubs with. But I got to go with the synergy that's worked in the past. I've gotten into day 2s with this trios. Me, Breadman, and Exact. We've ran tournaments in the past. We've gone to day 2s. We've earned money together. We're going to do it again.
Zach is being added to the Iceman Isaac squad, and we have it now complete. Queen Shadows, Breadman, Exact, and Iceman are coming for the $50,000, J God. What do you think of our first complete team?
I think that's a scary team. Obviously, the chemistry's there. They got crazy good stats. I think everything's going to work out really well for their team. You got the pilot in there as well. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go. First team is locked in. We go back to our number 2 picker. This was Destroy in the first round. He added Angel AD. We've got Clutch Belk on the lineup, and now we go to him for his 4th. Out of the remaining players, Destroy, where are you going to complete this lineup?
I'm going to finish off my draft pick with, I'm going to go, let me see there. Damn, this is a hard pick right here. I'm going to go with, excuse my language.
45
I'm gonna
seconds,
go with,
no pressure.
I'm gonna go with Doug. Me and Doug just got done having a lot of banger. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Doug for sure. Let's get Doug in there.
How do you feel about the lineup?
I like Doug. I'm really nice about my lineup. Me and Doug just got done breaking the trio world record, so that's Liddy as well. Yeah, Doug's a fucking, excuse my language again. Doug's a tank. Doug is a tank. Belk is a tank. Angel's a tank. I'm excited.
All right, bro. I'm going to celebrate with a twisted T on that pick. That is Destroy. His lineup is complete. J-God, cheers to our first 2 teams coming in, but MZ is coming up next, and she's got a tough decision to make here.
Yeah, Wars is still there, so I think that might be the route to go this time. I don't know if she thought he would slip that far or not, but he's there. Or even Big Star's still in here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, they were still pretty good on options from there.
I mean, Delio could also be picked. I have no idea what direction she's going. Let's find out live. We've got MZ. MZ, you got FIFA Kill. We've got Smitty. Where are we going with the fourth?
I'm going to go with Wars.
Going Wars. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the player you highlighted at the start of the show. You get them in the final round. You got Smitty. You got FIFA. How do we feel about this UK squad?
I'm very happy with it. I feel like we're going to do great and fry because I know we all work well with each other, so I'm excited.
Are we taking home the $50,000?
Hell yeah.
All right. At least enough to get that cat a new toy. Congratulations. That's MZ. She is done. Her team is finished at team number 3. And it wasn't a dog, not a cat. Whatever. It's dark. It's dark on my monitor. We got Kaylee Renee coming up next, though. And we've got Pie Man and we've got Unrational on this squad. Interesting player list. If I'm Kaylee Renee, I'm having a hard time making this pick. J God, where are you leaning looking at the remaining players?
It's kind of hard to say. I think as far as like options, there's a lot of good options. I mean, I would probably go, I don't know, probably Metaphor would be a good option here. Frozone. I know she's played with Shaded Step before, so the chemistry might play a role there. I mean, or go with Karma. I think he's a huge sleeper pick right here. How is he slipping this far? I don't know, but, you know, it depends on how she wants to go.
All right, we got Queen Kaylee, according to the chat. She's live with us right now. Kaylee, how are we closing out this roster?
I'm going with Bobby.
Bobby! Tell me about Bobby P. What do we like about the Poff Man?
My favorite thing about him is he's such a great content creator, but when it's tournament day, he just turns the fuck up. Like, he just fries out. I love him.
All right, well, send him some Visine and tell him to blink a few times during the show.
Yeah.
All right, much love. That is Kaylee. Her squad is finished, and I'm honestly liking this one a lot. They are guaranteed to have some fun after adding the mustached wizard Bobby Poff to the squad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. Like we were talking about a little bit before the show, I said he's probably going to run the Street Sweeper and run his Stoner, which is going to be a little bit off compared to the rest of competitors, but he's still going to slay out with those things because of how incredibly broken they are in his hands.
Street sweeping with the scarf on. There you go. That team is in the books. It is time now to fill out our next, though. We got Angelica with Tommy. She's got Stu Kawaki on the lineup. Now we find out where we going with player number 4. You are live. Where are we going?
Hello. I'm gonna go with Frozone.
Frozone. Okay. Have you played with Drew in the past?
I've never played with him before, but he just looks like a Slayer. We just need like a Slayer on that team now. We've got Tommy. He's going to be a good captain. And yeah, I don't know. I've seen him play a little bit, but yeah, I think it's going to be the perfect choice.
I like your pick so far. Your team is complete. Thank you for joining us on with the Warzone Mania Draft. We look forward to seeing you live.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
There we go. That is Team 5 now complete. We've got Swag Squad coming up next, J-God.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where he's going to go. Like, I'm looking at the list of remaining people. Maybe Karma rallied? I don't know. This is a tricky one here. Because obviously it's just going to be based off comfort if they played before, but I can't think of anyone here that he's made a play with except for maybe rallied or against Vicstar. I'm not sure. It's an interesting one.
He's got a ton of games in Warzone. I'm sure he's pretty familiar with this player list. Let's see, though, where he goes with the 4th pick. Swag, you're live.
Yeah, I'm going to go with my boy Rally.
Rallied. Okay, so how did you make this decision? Because this didn't look easy.
Nah, yeah, I've seen him in the scene for a very long time. I mean, he dropped I think the world solo record note, and he just mad consistent. He's hella good, so.
Swag, final time to have you on the show. Before we let you go, who do you think is looking like the toughest team so far?
I mean, everybody's tough. There's no specific one. It's going to be dope to see. Some of these ladies slay out too. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a stacked event. Best of luck. Team Swag is now in the books there. That is Team 6. Team 7, you saw him coming up next, is going to be Huskers joining the show once again. J-God, Huskers wants to win again. The man's been frustrated by his recent placings. Who on this list can get him to the top?
I don't know. This one's very tricky. Obviously, Vicstar's a part of that original world record for the quads was like 130 something kills. We got Metaphor, which is a solo beast. And then we got Karma on here too. We got Delio slipping through the cracks a little bit. Shaded Step, still like number 3 for wins in the world. So I don't know. It's interesting.
We've got Huskers live. He's already got P90 Princess and Average Jowo on the squad. Huskers, who's player 4?
I feel like Delio's being slept on because like I haven't really watched him play much since he's EU, but I feel like he's one of the best EU players next to like Jukies and Tifa and all them. So I think I'm gonna go with Delio. And I mean, if the NA host seems kind of bad, we could always have him host EU, and maybe that might work out. So I'm gonna go with Delio.
A little bit of strategy, a little server strategy coming in here, Jay God. Do you like this pick from Huskers?
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. Like I said, a similar scenario with me. I watch a lot of streams, and that's one of the ones where EU times do throw sometimes things off, and I haven't watched as much. So maybe a lot of people are in the same boat from NA, and it just being a slept-on pick.
What do you mean you're not waking up at 6 a.m. watching EU games? Come on. All right, here's
Exactly.
a look at our team so far. We are closing out the final lineups as Huskers gets his man Delio no longer available. We've got Shaded Step, Karma, Legion, and Metaphor to pick from. And we've got Aiden coming up next. We've got Aiden on the show. Aiden, you got Danny, your girlfriend, you got Scumming. Where are we going with the 4th?
All right, so I was thinking that Husk was gonna go with Metaphor, so that was interesting because I think they won a tournament with him and Pieman recently. So it was between Metaphor and Karma. My teammate Scumming is leaning towards Karma. My chat is also leaning towards Karma, so I think we're gonna pick up the GOAT Damon. And that's going to be our last
thing you've ever decided to do there, Aiden. Congratulations. You're picking up one of my favorite players to commentate and watch of all time. Karma now officially on this lineup. You said he was maybe a sleeper pick. Jay God, we haven't seen Karma in Warzone in a little bit.
No, but I've seen him. He's been live streaming that stuff recently, just getting back into it, putting in the hours to kind of like relearn the meta, get used to how the map changes are, and just how to play those situations. So I'm sure his competitive side is going to take over as we ramp up until the actual tournament day.
He's won the biggest Call of Duty tournament multiple times. We've got the man with the most rings, Karma, now on Team Aiden. But up next, we've got Jukies. Here's his list of players available. Legion, Metaphor, Shaded Step, and Vikkstar. I think he might go EU on this one, but it's time to find out from the man himself. Jukies, how we feeling?
I'm gonna have to take Metaphor, to be honest. I've watched him a few times, and he's got good pace about him. And obviously it's a bot race in it, so I'm trying to pick someone who can go fast, and it's gonna have to be him. He's sick. He's very good.
Is that kind of the style of the team right now? We got you, we've got 5i5, Mutex, and Metaphor. How would you describe this squad?
Pace, and then we're all quick players, so hopefully we can just mix
100%.
together and get it going.
That's definitely a fast team. All those guys, everyone can solo split, so that's going to be pretty disgusting.
I want to see that. Divide and conquer. Let's just see how many you can put up. Remember, all of the action continues here as we kick off on Monday, but we still have 3 more picks to go. Congratulations, Jukies. 5i5, Mutex, and Metaphor will complete his roster. Coming up next, we've got TP already picked up Holly. He grabbed Blast, which was a surprise pick for me. Now we see, where does TP go to close out this lineup? TP, we've got you live right now. Is it Legion, Shaded Step, or Vikkstar?
Going with Vikkstar, man. I mean, Vic has had really good performances. Looking back at some of the early Warzone Wednesday tournaments, the guy has solid placings when he plays in tournaments. So I think it's a no-brainer here. Again, I think Huskers brought up the point before. It's like, if we need to switch up the host a little bit, it can be important over like a 4-hour period playing in a kill race like this. So just having more options is the way to go. So Vic's my guy.
Vikkstar joining Team TP. Congratulations, Tyler, Holly, Blast, and Vikkstar, our team number 10. Coming up next, though, Z-Laner and Smixy have our final 2 picks. Let's make this one quick as we go to Z-Laner already with Brittany Reigns and Super Evan on the lineup. 2 names left. Z-Laner, where are we going?
All right. Listen, so Leeds is my boy, but here's the thing. If I play with him, I am going to not be able to perform at all because I'm going to be crying the entire time out of laughter. My man is literally the funniest person of all time, and I would love to run it with him, but I'll be weak. I'll be weak in the arms. I won't be able to play. I won't be able to play. I'm gonna have to go with Shaded. Shaded is from what I could tell, apparently has literally some of the highest wins in the entire game. I sadly haven't gotten to see much of his gameplay, but from what the little bit of that I have on his Twitter, he looks like a beast. I'm excited.
Shaded Steph, great on paper. When you look at his numbers, Jay God, he's got some of the most impressive. You highlighted him on our first Warzone Mania show.
I did.
This guy is a sleeper pick. It feels like every single event. He's got all the big names in the tournament, but a lot of people just don't really know the numbers and what he's accomplishing behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with playing for wins for a long portion of the time. I think he's getting a little bit more playing, a little bit more aggro. And I think if he got into wagers, he would do well in them. So it's just a matter of how it works. I think one of the things that's going to fit well is because he's a very good teammate, which is pretty important in these types of things, other than just splitting off. And obviously slaying out's cool, but I think being a good teammate's important as well in these things.
Z-Laner, Brittany Rain, Super Evan, and now Shaded Step. That is a look at team number 11, and that means team 12, Smixy, has her final man. We are adding Legion to this lineup. Yep. Legion, my favorite human on this player list. Smixy, are you ready to laugh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not at all familiar with him, so I mean, I'm excited to play.
Okay, well, you're about to hang out with a local legend who went international. He also has a, what is it? A doppelganger, Country Greg. Hopefully he'll sing you a little song tomorrow during the show. But Jay God, Legion's a content creator who's walked away with some money. Now he's joining up with Team Smixy. What do you think of this complete lineup? Smixy got Almond, she got Noobs. Now she's got Legion. I think it's going to work out. I think obviously they have a solid team to start off with. Like you said, Legion for the vibes is going to be pretty solid there. Yeah, support players are always important as well. Like, hey, you know what? Hey, you're going to fly the heli, fly me in, whatever. I mean, I think he's down to be a team player, and that's pretty important in these types of things as well. We've got our final list of the teams. Jay God, I need the top 3. It's hard to pick, but I'm looking here at team. I feel like maybe Team Iceman. You got to all. Yeah, I think Iceman is a solid team. I think Z-Laner's team is pretty solid. I mean, a lot of these teams are, I mean, just super stacked. I think Swag's team comes out pretty good. Yeah. Destroy, Monstrous team. I mean, pretty much I can keep going through, and I'm looking, and it's looking solid all the way across the board. Teep got a monstrous team as well. Vicstar there in the final round. What the heck? It's working out for Team TP. We will see them all live. And reminder, $100,000 up for grabs. It's the New York Subliner Warzone Mania tournament, and it's kicking off on Monday. Thank you for joining Jay God and I here on Draft Night. And make sure to tune in, twitch.tv/subliners. All the action kicking off live Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's the Warzone Mania 100K. We'll see you then.